Long ago, two great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence. The two generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, we are in the, I guess, the court of King Boreas. He is dead. We took him out last time. So we got a loot. There's really not much here, actually. So let's pick up everything here. I think it's funny there's a carrot on the ground because of his nose. Let's see. Yeah, we'll send everything to Jahan and then he can
Lucky five.
dole it out, I guess. We gotta ID.
The seven grant abundance.
We gotta ID it all anyways. Alright, defensive tough leather bracers of crafting. Okay, we can give this to Jahan. Lockpicking would be nice for Davith, but this has way better armor rating. Plus, I like having that one in bow. Though it's getting old. Tool-filled torn sash of crafting. Okay, yeah, definitely going here. Go to Davith to sell. I don't know that we'll use that because the movement on Chloe's bad. Well, it's better than... Doesn't have as good a block, but it has fire resistance. I guess she'll equip that for now. Alright, we'll send that to Medora. Nowhere near as good, but if we need something with water damage, so I guess we can hold on to that. Okay, we're gonna sell that. It's definitely better, but it has a level difference. Alright. Staff we don't really care about. Leadership, immunity to blind. Maybe Davith? No, not really. Alright, that's about it. Yeah, and then there was one more staff on the ground.
Ho, hero! 'Tis I, the Summer King. Wholly do I... Hey, quit shoving! Knock it off, will you? I'm trying to... Excuse me.
Out of the way! It's Lurian's turn! Well, I thought the day would never come! Thanks for giving old Carrot Face the great melt. We and the Earth Kingdom owe you a tremendous... what? Well, you'll have to wait your turn. Oh, for the love of all that's igneous, go ahead then, if it'll stop your owling.
Alright, so this is all his brothers trapped in the staff. I guess he didn't say anything. Excuse me, but I'll have to say my piece. I won't last another minute in this uncouth company. My left side's burnt to a crisp, and my right reeks of moss. Okay, remind me once more who you are.
I'll answer that. We are the sovereigns of the seasons, kind hero. And we thank you for saving us from our rather deranged brother, the one-time King of Winter. I am Sua of the Summer Kingdom. These are my siblings, Semista of Spring and Larian of Autumn.
How can I break you out of this staff?
We overheard a crafty little imp named Gigix tell Boreas that the staff can only be destroyed where it was created. The Elemental Forge. He seemed to imply that the forge was somewhere in Iberheim itself, but I know not its exact location.
We do, actually. We found it already. Okay, but you must hurry. I can feel my breezes stagnating within this tiny prison. And Mr. Hothead here has turned this place into a sauna. I guess the King of Spring, probably? Doesn't have a voice.
Better the crackle of embers than this idiotic blustering.
Cover your ears, hero. Nothing whips up a flame like a wild wind.
I'll begin the searching for a way to break you free.
The Elemental Forge, hero. It's the only way.
Okay, so we will do that.
Dancing devil sprites, comrade. A talking staff. Burn it before its sauce tendrils start leeching your eye jelly.
Yes, yes. Please smash that evil piece of craftsmanship before I end up pregnant with sauce homunculi.
I think he was being sarcastic there. Okay, Boreas is dead, but his nefarious magic lingers. We still need to find a way to free Akara from her icy prison. We defeated Boreas, who sanctioned the incarceration of his own siblings and the mass killing of his servant imps in pursuit of power. We have dethroned Hyberheim's tyrannical king, but Leandra still made off with the Starstone. We learned about the staff. Imprisoned, the seasons can be destroyed in the Elemental Forge. If we manage to do this, the seasons will be free once more. Okay, so let's search his castle. We got to break this force field for one. We have a couple force fields in here, I think. We came in through this way. There's this door, which goes... No, we came in through this door. Unceremoniously. That one's the front gate. And this one goes to a lovely hall of terror, looks like. Alright, so what else we got around here? We know that all these will just grant us immunities. Doesn't do us much good. I don't see anything around. Okay, so we have a thing that'll break force fields. I don't know if this is the one. Dusty parchment. Nope. Who has it? Chloe? Force field bypass spell. Speak the spell before the barrier of the Winter King. Its incantations will call the spirit of the realm of fairy away from their stations, and you may pass freely. We didn't do it. This may not be the one. I guess not. Alright. So let's head to the Elemental Forge. Maybe we'll figure out a way to break this later. So we'll do the Forge first, and then we will head to see if we can help out Akara. I think the lava pits is probably our best bet. Can you imagine how humid it would be here? All this lava and water. That's just terrible. Don't run through the poison cloud. Why there's still a poison cloud there, I don't know. It lingers. Well, at least Chloe will get healed on the way through here.
I needed that.
Surprised Medora doesn't have a problem with that. But she doesn't think it's some kind of sauce. Evil.
Brother, sister, we are free. And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own scheming Boreas?
It can be. What do you have for sale? Terra Metal Shield of Air. Eh. Not really.
But this is no mortal, I see. Strange you'd take the guise of a source hunter. But I shall of course honor your chosen form. Indeed, I suppose I should have expected that one of your kind would snare our brother sooner or later.
I think he's alluding to the fact that our past lives we were the Guardians.
Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark arts. But I suppose the others of we elemental monarchs thought it better not to interfere in the affairs of his realm. No, like fools, we waited for his pride, his hunger for more and ever more power, to pull us from our own seats of safety and into his sordid storm. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of Fairy, do owe you our lives, Source Hunter. If, no, not if, but when, we might be of assistance to you in this dimension, you must call upon me personally.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty good gift. Who are you?
I am King Sewer of the Summer Kingdom of Calvia, brother, alongside the other elemental monarchs, to the unfortunate and insane Boreas. In earlier days, we ruled the four realms of Fairy in relative peace, each of us the master of our own kingdom. But something changed in Boreas. He grew darker somehow, more than was typical of his usual melancholy. We worried, yes, but chose not to intervene. Boreas was the Lord of Hyberheim, and it was his right to rule it as he pleased. When our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Hyberheim, we were ecstatic. Boreas seemed again interested in the joint rule of Fairy, in upholding the long-established diplomacy of our lands. When we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us, but a dark figure. A woman with a stare like blackest fire. In her staff she held a demonic power, the likes of which I've never felt. And as we were sucked into its depths, we thought we'd never see the light of Fairy again.
Can you say it was a woman who trapped you? What do you know about her?
I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems this woman had little contact with our deranged brother after the initial exchange of the staff. From what I could tell, the arrangement was thus. She gave him us, contained, and in return he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he'd invited to Hyberheim. After that, the two parted, and I heard little more of the woman. In his fits of madness, Boreas would sometimes bellow abuse about the demon woman. I can only assume he meant the same who trapped us.
Well, I found the White Witch, but she's trapped in ice. Can you help me free her?
Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
Thank you, Sua.
We best be on our way then. The spring and autumn kingdoms won't grow themselves, you know. May our paths cross soon, Source Hunter.
Boom. Like that, they are gone. Though Sua's hanging out. So it makes sense to me. So the Summer Kingdom is a fire elemental. The fall, I'm guessing, maybe now this. I'm not sure if it was the fall or the spring, but the Earth elemental kind of makes sense for spring mostly. But I don't know that I get the correlation between fall and air. But I don't know. They had to have one left over. Okay, so we need to get to Ikara. We asked for the Summon King Sua's aid in freeing Ikara. He'll gladly do so and gave us a rune we can use to summon him when we're near to the White Witch. The hours of her incarceration are quickly drawing to a close. I don't know why I can't read. Where was Ikara at? Aha. Prison to High Rhyme. That makes sense. Alright. We are... Is that the right way? Yeah. We're coming. Arhu. We're coming. You still freaked out?
I've tried my very best, and will try and try anew. But so far this damnable ice scoffs at my every effort.
Okay, we can take this chance to sell some stuff. I don't remember if we needed this one or not. I don't think so. Both our guys had higher. It should be good. Alright. Anyways, continue on, Arhu. Good news. A powerful fire elemental, King Sua, has agreed to help set Ikara free.
Sua, you say? But that is wonderful. My faith in you as ever well placed. At your leisure, Source Hunter. Though for Ikara's sake we ought not to dilly-dally too long. The White Witch is quickly growing a whiter shade of pale indeed.
Alright, let's use this rune.
Damnation! Not even a crack!
This is your White Witch, then. And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed. But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
Like he shot pure lava at it.
Gods, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Well, Ikara, we meet at last.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend, surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
Not so fast.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade? Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
It appears that Akara knows a little more about us than we know about her. What do you mean by masquerade? We are members of the Order of Source Hunters.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
Okay, she just puts it all out there like that. Are you the White Witch?
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Ikara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped?
Okay, well, how did you become imprisoned here?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing. I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
Okay, well, you stand accused of murdering the Sicilian High Counselor Jake.
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
Okay, well, what happened the night of Jake's murder?
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things?
Indeed.
The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another. Now that terrible night. One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Sicil's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other source hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other source hunter.
I know we have Zandalor's trunks, I believe, and I think we've heard that name other places. I'm just not remembering it. So apparently, Leandra was banging Akara's boyfriend. Okay, tell me more about Leandra.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us, and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
Seems pretty far so far. Okay, I'll take my leave.
I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever! We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good, Ikara, now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the White Witch, eh? I expected someone a little more evil. I can't say I'd cut her down for mistake, but she sure has fewer horns than I expected.
Here is a woman clearly deserving of respect, Medora. Please, for once, let not your source-addled presumptions cloud your judgment.
That's funny. She would let her burn alive, basically. But she's surprised that she's not evil looking. So there's that. Looks like we need to talk.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent after all.
Who was she to rank the life of the wizard over that of Jake? This is a cut-and-dry case of murder, I say.
I kind of agree with Chloe, but I also agree with Davith there. It's one of those situations where if it was me, I would like to see them tried, and then if found guilty, get a light sentence. Would kind of be how I deal with that, because vigilantism can't be condoned. But this is a fantasy world, so fuck it. Jake was evil. Alright, so we need to go to the end of time. I don't want to do that just yet. We still need to free the well. But we freed Akara and learned the true circumstance of Counselor Jake's murder. That night, Leandra had a dalliance with her sister's lover, Zandalor. Sensing their union, Akara went to the King Crab Inn, only to discover that Leandra had fled and Counselor Jake, her lackey, had plunged a dagger into Zandalor's heart. Akara sacrificed the Counselor in order to save Zandalor, and the two fled. We should go to the end of time and have a further talk with Akara to see where our quest will lead us next. Zandalor must not be much of a wizard, then, if Jake could just stab him in the heart. I'm just saying. So, hold on. Let me look through our log at the well again. Okay, we know how to save William. We need to find a spell guarded by King Boreas. Yeah. We did that. And I think he was hiding that in his chamber, but we never made it in there. So let's go in the legit way if we can. Without getting burned alive.
Intruder spied.
Oh, okay. I can do a fight. I can do a fight. Medora, do your thing. Get in there. Alright. Well, that should be a good spot for this. Missed one. It's not like you very... usually?
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more.
That'll get them both. They're recovered. Nice. Nice. Chloe, you gotta face this guy. That was a hit. I'll give you that. Oh, Jahan. That's my fault, actually, I guess. Should have been paying attention. Oh, that's right, she's immediate freezing. Good hit. She is not immune to freezing. Alright, let's see. Who can you take out? Maybe this guy? Yep. Close. Alright, Davith. We only want to hit the 2. I don't want to hit these statues.
It looks like one, but stings like thousands.
There we go. And you should be able to finish this. Maybe. Alright, easy day.
Chilled to my bones.
Easy day. Alright. So there's no...
That force field looks
Back on my feet
impassable.
again. Nothing stops a source hunter. We'll find a way yet.
What force field? I think there was generally a force field here, but since we came into the back, it didn't happen.
What's so cold here?
Let's see if we can... Just in case the game kind of glitched. Alright. Is there like a switch anywhere here? Oh, it's gone. Right? Or am I just not able to see it? Oh, right. It looks like it shows up as we approach. Is that right? I don't know if this will work at all. It may just be the effect of vision. Yeah, he was still invisible when that happened. Oh, he can see over there. Can he teleport people? I find it unlikely that we can, but maybe. No. No, we can't. Got a lot of traps. How do I get through there? I feel like it's something to do with the spell, but I don't know if it's not working. Speak the spell before the barrier of the Winter King. Its incantations will call the spirits. Yeah. Maybe we're not close enough. Not doing anything. But I don't see a spell. It just says speak it, but it doesn't show you anything. And I feel like that was probably only meant to get us through here. But I'm wondering if it would have broken the spell on both sides. Some kind of glitch, or am I missing something? I don't see any switches other than these things, but... I mean, I guess we could try hitting them all. I guess it can't hurt. Oh, you guys are still connected. Davith, go over here. Okay, we'll just go down the line here. No. Okay, it's possible there's a switch I'm not seeing. Possible. Yeah, what if I attack him? It's gonna take a while. I mean, I don't feel like this is gonna do anything, but... Funny is it's burning. The fire one is burning. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on with that. I guess we'll go this route. Just to see. Not you. Not you. One more. Alright, when to go. And I may have some kind of imp diary that tells me that I've just forgotten about. We're gonna need to repair her weapon after this. Alright, well that was all of them. No, it's still there. And then this just led down here. We got into there already. To a treasure. But there isn't really anywhere we haven't been, with the exception of... Alright, I'm gonna try reading that thing up here, and then if not, I'm gonna actually see if this is bugged somehow, or maybe I messed it up. But I'll just search for forever. So, hang tight, guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, it's not bugged, I just missed something. I remember missing it last time. Yeah, it's this thing.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove your intention, prove your worth. I demand to know if friend you be, the name of the earthen brother of Boreas.
Earthen brother. It wasn't Sua. I think Semista was the spring, so I'm going to say Lurian.
Correct you are, and freely may you enter.
Okay. Well, there's that. Alright, so yeah, I had to look that up. Not the answer, I was able to get that one. But, okay, but yeah, we've reached the end of the episode, so I'm gonna... kind of a boring one, I guess, but we will get through this lovely place. Look at all that. That is quite a bit of treasure. But yeah, we will get through here, and then probably head to the end of time and talk to the gang in the next one. Alright guys, I know you have a choice where you watch your Divinity Original Sin Let's Plays, and I thank you for choosing One Night Sniper. Peace out, guys.